Okay, Uday, let's start. So we were discussing about our lesson number 7, that is about the internet, right? And actually we need to learn about coding and also the services offered by the internet here. And before we begin, I would like to remind you some concept that we have learned and we have revised from grade 6. Actually, we learned that internet is a network of network, and it is a giant network. It is a network of networks, or a giant network, a large network, which connects all the continents in the world, and even it connects not only all the continents, it connects all the continents as well as it connects the space, even some planets, some other planets in some other areas connect like that. Okay, then, right. The next thing is internet is basically providing a lot of services. Internet provides a lot of services, and that includes World Wide Web as well as email, whatever we are using now, that is teleconferencing or the video conferencing using Zoom, is also belongs to a service category of the internet, that is called video conferencing or teleconferencing. And email is sending emails, so we can use internet for that. And then, so how we are sharing the links and this meeting settings using WhatsApp, and that is also a use of internet. Instant messengers, WhatsApp, Viber, Imo, Line, Skype, these are instant messengers, that also a service of internet. And remote access is also a service of the internet, and that we are using this AnyDesk application, that is for remote access. Actually, we have done some sessions from AnyDesk. If not, so we will be doing that. AnyDesk will allow you to connect from this desk or this computer to some other remote computer in other place. If you're in other country, if you're in another place, still we will be able to help you by providing remote access, remote support, and even sharing screen in Zoom, also remote screen sharing, that is also remote access. So these are the services of the internet. We have learned about that, right? And after that, so today what we have to do is we have to discuss about one of the major services of the internet, which is World Wide Web, and also the websites and the World Wide Web. So what we are going to discuss today is that. And before we begin, is there anything missed here? Okay, yes, we have to learn about URL and World Wide Web today. Okay, so let's move to that. Please write down heading www and websites. www means World Wide Web. World Wide Web and websites. So please write down that heading. World Wide Web and websites. So World Wide Web is one of the main services of the internet. So let's write down this in the point format, whatever the important points. So one thing is, we have learned about the internet. Let me summarize this and write. Internet is, internet is the giant network. No? So let's write out these things in the point format, right? Then we can remind the last day lesson as well. First format, internet is the world's largest public. Internet is the world's largest public wide area network, connecting many networks together. It is an infrastructure and provide a lot of services like World Wide Web, emails, teleconferencing, it is an infrastructure service and provide a lot of services like World Wide Web, emails, teleconferencing, remote access, emails, teleconferencing, remote access. So there are many like World Wide Web, email, and teleconferencing, news groups, cloud applications, okay, then what is web? World Wide Web or WWW is one of the World Wide Web is one of the major services of the internet. One of the, it is the best and one of the major. Any service can be obtained in World Wide Web. Any service can be obtained in World Wide Web. So even chat facilities are available in World Wide Web. Teleconferencing facilities, remote access facilities are there. Sometimes news group facilities, cloud application facilities, email facilities. Almost all the facilities are now provided using right? Okay, that is the point number 2. And how this World Wide Web is created? It's created using, it is actually a set of websites together. A set of websites together creates World Wide Web. A set of websites together. It's linked websites, set of interlinked websites. A lot of websites, right? Those websites together create this World Wide Web environment. Okay, www is created. www is a service which offers a lot of, or a set of linked websites. www is a service which offers a set of linked websites. That is called www. Here, the first thing is internet, then the World Wide Web. Actually, it is composed with a lot of websites. Then what is website? What is a website? This we discussed earlier. Can anybody remember that? What is a website? Yes, can anybody tell me what is a website, please? I'll ask from Abhino. Yes, Abhino, what is website? Website is a collection of web pages, but it is incomplete. You have to tell the other part also. No, a collection of web pages under a single domain, right? It's not just collection of web pages. It is collection of web pages under a single domain. What is the meaning of that? So what is the meaning of that? Okay, let's see this. Let's see this first. I hope some of you are IT and I'll give the chance, don't worry. So let's go to the website ni.lk. Let's go to the website ni.lk. Right here, please note this. This is what called the domain name. This is what called the domain name. ni.lk is called a domain name. Domain name is a unique name given to identify an organization. This unique name is ni.lk. To the entire world, this is unique. This is unique and constant. This is not changing and it is not unique. No one else get this name. So this is very unique name, kind of unique identifier. Okay, then what? So let me go to information. Can you see what will happen? This URL will change. Yes, URL means the full path, full text. This is called URL. It is changing, but you can see ni.lk remain as it is, right? ni.lk remain as it is. When go to the courses, ni.lk remains. Advertisements, URL change, but ni.lk is same. Downloads, URL here. This path is changing, but ni.lk is there. Contact, still ni.lk is there. Default ni.lk is there. Advertisements, it is there. Downloads, it is there. Teacher's guide, it is there. So then Tamil one, it is there. Courses, it is there. Advertisement, it's there. So wherever you go, you can see ni.lk is there. Understood that? Right? That is what called the domain name. Okay, let me go to this one. Let me access this. I'm accessing Guru Gedara educational channel. See the URL, this one, right? Guru Gedara educational channel. Is domain is there or it has changed?
It has changed.
Okay, what is this then? This is another website, right? This is not the same domain. This is not the same domain. This is another website. So what is the domain name then?
YouTube.com.
YouTube.com is the domain. Okay, good. So that means these websites are connected. That is why we can go to another domain. But what is a website? Website is basically a set of connected web pages under a single domain. Okay, set of connected web pages under a single domain. Okay, let's see that. Now, Let's write it here. Okay, here www is a link web pages, right? And one of the major services, and it is a set of websites. What is a website? A website is a collection of web pages under a single domain. So what is domain? You can say examples. You can say www.nie.lk is a domain. Under that, there are many websites. Let's say domain examples, right? Then www.facebook.com, www.yahoo.com, www.gov.lk. These are domains. Even without the www, you can write, doesn't matter, right? Sometimes you can write with the www, even without that, yahoo.com, anything. So www comes as the main folder, but the domain is basically the remaining part. www refers to the main folder in that web. But sometimes it can be included, doesn't matter whether it is included or not. Anyway, it's domain. So the underlying part. These are domains. Okay. Then these domains are interlinked. That is why you can go from one link to another link, go from one site to another link, another site. The reason is these are interlinked. These are linked websites. That is why you can, right? So we have written few important formats. Then what is next? Next, we need to learn about the web page. But before that, we need to learn about some subdomains, as well as we need to learn about the whatever the other things. Okay, a website may contain one or more pages. Resource files, pages, and resource files such as images, videos, sounds, documents, etc. Okay. Then the next point. Domains can be divided to subdomains. These subdomains can host or store different sections of same website or different categories of same company or even completely different websites. So these domains can host mean can store. Some websites, some domains are hosting, some subdomains are hosting. So example, let's see images.google.com is a subdomain. It's a google.com image searching facility. Google.com image searching facility. Then you can say there are cloud.google.com is Google Cloud facility. Docs.google.com is Google Docs facility. And sheets.google.com is also a subdomain, that is Google Sheet facility. Right? So they are similarly, the news.google.com is Google News facility. Mail.google.com is Google Email facility. Different facilities in the same company. So similarly, our government website, gov.lk, you can say moe.gov.lk. That is Government Ministry of Education website. And similarly, there are some more, like it can be labor ministry.gov.media, ministry.gov.lk, like different ministries can be like different ministries. So if you can remember, we have created blogs in grade 6. So then these blogs are unique to you. Maybe Manudha can have manudha.blogspot.com. Vidun can have vidun.blogspot. Vinuti can have vinuti.blogspot.com. Abhinav can get abhinav.blogspot.com. That will host different. That is not related, right? You can store whatever you like. Yes. You can host whatever you like. So that should not be related. That is not linked. That is not related. You can host anything that you like. That is the nature. Okay, please write down this part also and let me know once you are done. I'll start from there. Otherwise, you cannot focus it now. First write down, then I'll give you a chance to. Then I'll show the practical, show these things practically, and after that we can move to the next section. Okay. The next part. So let's see these websites, the moe.gov.lk. So you can just get all these by just searching in Google like this. You can say site:/gov.lk. That will give you all the domains, subdomains, URLs, whatever the public things are available. So if you search like this is technical. So site:/gov.lk. You can see IRCSL, Insurance Regulatory Commission of Sri Lanka, IRCSL.gov.lk, Labor Min.gov.lk. Then visit Sri Lanka, gov.lk, CPET, gov.lk, dtet.gov.lk, media.gov.lk. All are subdomains. A lot of subdomains are there. I'm not sure these are functioning or not, but anyway, they are offering a lot of subdomains. www.trc.gov.lk, www.buildings.gov.lk. How many subdomains? A lot of subdomains. governor.sp.gov.lk. Subdomains. That is not called subdomain, just telling, right? It is also subdomain. Governor.sp.gov.lk, governor of southern province, and that is belongs to the gov.lk domain. These are subdomains. They can host a different website, right? Different website, not even related, but all are government websites, but different ways. Okay, so the next point is, now we know what is a website, what is a web page, and how these web pages are created, and then we need to learn about these web pages and also then URLs, and then the search engines, how this is going to be related to each other. Right. Okay. Web page, a web page is a collection of hypertext, you can say descriptive text, and hypermedia descriptive media, hypertext and hypermedia or descriptive media. A web page is a collection of hypertext and hypermedia. And it is a single document created using a language called hypertext. I'll explain this, right? Hypertext markup language. It's a descriptive text, descriptive media, and a single document created using HTML, hypertext markup language. This language is not a programming language, but it will help the web browser to understand the text and media connected to the page. So I'll explain that when we are learning about the hypertext. And so I'll explain that. So something like this, for an example, think P hello world. So this is the hypertext. Normal text is this. So normal text, you can say this is normal text. This is hypertext. And what is the normal text? Normal text is just hello world. That is normal text. Hello world is the normal text. And this is hypertext. Hypertext will basically tell the browser this is a paragraph. Hypertext explains the browser that this is a paragraph. Hypertext will explain the browser that this is a paragraph. That is what explained by the hypertext. Okay, quickly complete this and let me know once you're done. So I'll color this using a different color, then you can easily understand. This hypertext is in the red color. So hypertext will tell the browser. What is the browser? Browser, you know, the browsers. Example, what are the browsers? You can say Google, Chrome, Mozilla Firefox, Safari. These are browsers.
Still writing.
Yes, Abhinav, you can ask the question if you want.
So can we do some hypertext after this? No?
Sorry.
Can we do some hypertext after this?
Yeah, I think we need to explain a few about the URL and web hosting part. So then if we get like enough time, we can write hypertext, right? So, but before that, we need to just focus on this URL part and hosting part. So if we get enough time, we will go into that also.
Answer.
Okay.
Still ready, sir.
Oh, right. Doesn't matter, right? I'll okay. Just take a screenshot. Just take a screenshot, then you can just.
Submit.
Okay. Right. The next thing is now. Okay. Now we have learned about what is web page. What is website? Web page is basically created using this hypertext. Let's learn about this. Don't worry. Still, I didn't explain how to create this hypertext and how to write it, how to create a web page. But we will learn that in this lesson. We will learn that. But before that, I'll be moving into.
Sir, can you move it a bit up?
Okay.
Thank you, sir.
Okay, when you host this, host means storing this in the internet environment. When you host these files in the internet, it will be assigned a unique address. Unique address called, it will be assigned a unique address called uniform resource locator on the internet. Sorry. When you host these files, host means when you store this. When you store these files in the internet, when you store these files in the internet, it will be given a unique address called uniform resource locator. Let me show one thing, and this is an example of URL. So it shows you, the first thing is basically it shows you the HTTP or HTTPS, that is called the protocol of this, and then NIE.lk is the domain, and after that the path of the file. So let me explain this protocol or set of rules that is to be used when transferring this file to the client or to us from the NIE.lk server or the website. When it is transferring it to us, so whatever the rules to be followed. So it is something like this. We agree on a set of rules when to do these classes, how to do these classes. Are we doing these classes in English medium? What is the lesson to be covered? Which book are we covering? So likewise, we need to agree on a certain set of rules before we do this class now. Similar to that, here actually before it transmits the website to us, before this resource is transmitted to us, it will agree with the client with this set of rules. And then the domain. then the domain. That is this ni.lk. Then the resource or the file path. Resource or the file path. That will be here. Then finally, file extension. This is not a must, but normally if it is a file, the extension need to be mentioned. If it is a file, if it is a folder, the extension will not be there. But if it is a file, after dot, the extension will be there. Okay, that is how we store the things. Protocol first, then the domain name, then the resource file path, and finally file path and file name and the extension. And finally the extension. Okay. So there are a lot of the things that you need. There are parameters too. Some of URLs having parameters too. I have just ignored that. So for an example, think about a Zoom link that you are getting like this. This has here HTTPS, then the domain, then the URL. These question mark PW, these are parameters. Question mark, these are called parameters. But there are also there in URL. That is also a URL. So don't worry about the color. Some of you are telling that the URL is not in blue color. So you tell about that, but that is not a problem, right? If it is not in blue color, doesn't matter. If that is a URL, a valid URL, what you can do? You can copy this and type it in the address bar or paste it in the address bar. Then it will be accepted. If it is a valid URL, then it's asking to open the app. No need to see the color. Right? If it is a valid URL, yes, you can open the application. That is there. Right. So I'll type this here. If you know the URL, you can directly type or copy and paste it into the address bar of the web browser. The address bar of the web browser. If you don't know the exact URL, you may search in google.com, yahoo.com, duckduckgo.com, like search engine, and find it. So if you know the URL, yes, you can paste. If you don't know the URL, you have to search. That is where the search engine comes. The browser is anyway displaying. If you know the URL, it will display. If you don't know the URL, you need to go to the browser, then find a search engine. Anyway, you need to know the URL of the search engine that you can easily remember. No? The google.com is URL of Google search engine. www.yahoo.com is the URL of Yahoo search engine. That you know. They type that search engine URL in the web browser and access the search engine. After that, you can search. That is what you can do. Okay, finish this as well. So when you are like, okay, if you know this, so this, when you know the URL, you can copy paste. No, let's copy paste. Copy and paste. Copy paste in the address bar, not in the search bar, in the address bar. Then you can directly access this. So what is this resource? That is, okay, it's loading. Okay, it is, you can see Peradika Sangeetya, Dolasana Sreniya, Guru Maga, something like that. So how can we search? We can go to the Google and we can say, even like if you want to search in English medium, Eastern Music. Eastern Music. Then grade 12. Teacher's instruction. Or teacher's guide, teacher's instruction manual, or teacher's guide. So then you can see, so it is displayed here. And you can just say, if you want singular medium, you can say singular medium. Then you can see these links are appearing here. And here the ni.lk is also showing the link. Right? When you go there, you can download, or you can just say, just search in singular medium. You like this? Then you can see it's listed here. That is easiest way, because that is the containing text. But anyway, you have to give a closer matching text. Then only you can get this into the first page. Otherwise, you can see when I give like this way, so you cannot see that in the first page. But when you have given this in singular medium, you can see that is in the first page. Whatever you search in, whatever you are searching, you have to give a closer matching thing. That is how you find it. Okay. With that, now we have some idea about this. You can just add this part to your note. Says, anyway, your note is ready. I'll be releasing that tomorrow, day after tomorrow. I think you can release it. So this is how you have to search in the search engine. Right. Once you search, or once you get this, then right, there are now, I think you can understand the relationship. Internet is offering worldwide web service. Then worldwide web service is basically a set of linked web pages interlinked. This web page is a collection or set of web pages under a single domain. A domain is basically a name given to an organization to identify it uniquely. So these are domains. Then a web page can be hosted in a subdomain too. Subdomain is a subcategory or domain, or the second level category of the domain. And web page not only get text, it can have media like images, videos, sounds, etc. All these are linked, connected into a single document using a language called hypertext markup language. And that is not a programming language, but it will help the web browser to understand. These are called markup languages. So if there is a plain text like this, a normal text like this, you mark up, you just mark it. Paragraph start in here, paragraph end in here. This will be considered as a paragraph. This will be considered as a paragraph start, paragraph ending, and the paragraph is this. So web browser will understand this P and P will be understood by the browser. The text will be displayed to the user. That is what happened. I'll show you. Then basically hypertext is understood by the web browser like Chrome, Firefox, Safari, Opera. These browsers are understanding these syntaxes. And anyway, if you know the URL, you can directly paste it or type it in the address bar and access that. But most of the sites, we don't know the URL. Then what? There is a solution. The solution is non-URLs. Non-URLs are google.com, yahoo.com. These are non-URLs. But these websites, these URLs are providing special facilities to search other URLs. So you can go to such website and search other URL. Then you are now searching Google like this. Then you can see the results appears, and then you can access the URL in the search results. So then I hope the entire story, the full story you understood with this. Okay, shall we write small hypertext before we wind up? Let me write very small hypertext there. So in order to write hypertext, you can get a notepad or text editor. I'm going to use brackets. You can use any text editor. Yeah, I'm using brackets. You can use notepad. And remember that here in the brackets, the automatic numbering comes, but in notepad, you don't want to do that, right? Don't put numbers. Do not put numbers in notepad. Do not put numbers in notepad. Then you go there, you can take a new file and start typing. So let me type small thing, that paragraph thing, P, hello world. So this is not a complete HTML. So this is not, I'm not teaching HTML today. This is not a complete HTML. This is only partial HTML, because this is not the way that you are creating web pages. If you want to create web pages, you need to put the head tag, body tag, different tags are there. HTML tag, all these tags need to be properly indented, nested, and after that only a web page is created. But here I'm just giving some example. B for bold, hello world, hello to maybe. Then let's say this should be ended with B. Then let's use another one. Then mark you for animated text. And this is mark you. Let me save this now. So I'm having basically three tags. Then let me save this file, save as. I'm going to save this as. Don't worry, I'll be discussing this part leisurely next day. Slowly, next day I'll be discussing this. Then let's put this as. Go to the desktop. Yes, Abhinav, you can raise the question.
Yeah, my notepad is not turning there.
Sorry?
My notepad is not turning there.
Not loading.
Not turning there. It is like the app is not there in my laptop. Like Microsoft Store is the same as well.
Your voice is not clear, so it's like cluttering. Some other issue is there with voice. So you can just send me a WhatsApp. Maybe I'll give you a solution. So I cannot hear you properly. But anyway, send me a WhatsApp message. I'll check it and let you know. Okay, let me save this, and you can see this save heh.html in your desktop. And this is heh, and let's heh. What is the other file? The desktop. Did I save in a folder? This is categorized view. I need let's see. Okay, here. Where did I save? In documents. Here. When I double click, you can see there's that web page appearing. Hello world is here. The hello to is here in the strong text, and animated text is here. Just give a try, just using your notepad, and this is the code. Right click, view page source, and you can see the code. This is what don't need to put the numbers. Don't put the numbers. You just type this highlighted area in your notepad. Save it with HTML extension. I'll explain that in more detail next week. For today, I'm going to stop from here then. Good night. See you all next week.
Good night, sir.
Thank you.
Welcome. Bye.